Let's play! Whoa!
Alrighty, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome, maybe, to the finale stream of Paranormasight. Man, this game, for what it is and for the price point and everything, I'm really enjoying it. And it looks like we're kind of towards the final push here. We solved quite a few mysteries, but obviously, more things are kind of getting smushed and trying to figure things out. And we gotta, take things from there. So where we left off was a pretty bad ending, where we find out exactly what the one-sided read does, and how it's triggered is the person needs to know the name, address, occupation, face of the person. So, and we know that the school janitor, aka Najima, had that school register, so he killed 300 and something kids. What a piece of crap. So, yep, we gotta figure out how to save the kids, and I don't know how, but I'm gonna figure it out. I still feel like it has something to do with... Because we saw Ayane, and I mentioned her. I'm like, hey, what the hell's Ayane doing there? That has to be there for a reason. And yep, see, there you go. That's probably exactly what it is. Because I just started talking to him again, and that's when it happened again. So, I think all I need to do... talk to Ayane. Huh? What the... Whoa, back up. But what the hell did I just say? Back up. The hell's she doing here? Crap. Our eyes just met. This is bad. Real bad. Why'd she have to pick now of all times? Oh, get out of here, damn it. Book it before he sees you. But I need to ask her about Namagaki. Shit. Boss? What are you doing? Looking all over the place? Focus! Huh. Damn it! Fuck, he's fast! Ayame, get away!
Huh? Well. Ayame Tono. I've been looking for you for a very long time. Huh? What? Dad?
Ayame! Don't you dare, you bastard! Get away from her! Get over here!
Get off, you're hurting me!
Stay right there where you are, or she dies. Hey! Get back here! Sorry, I'm not, really doing my acting chops. I'm just trying to... trying to tone it down a little bit. Make me! See you around, dumb fucks! Whoa! That piece of shit took Ayame hostage and ran off with her! After him! We can't let him get away! Well, at least he's not killing anybody right now, so yay! From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has evaded capture at Kamagata Bridge and remains at large. He is currently on the run with one female hostage. I gotta say, boss, we really screwed up that one. Yeah, we did. It's my fault. All we can do now is hope he doesn't slip the net.
We know his identity now, boss. He can't run forever. Come on, keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostage will be all right.
I hope so.
I can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
We've been trying to get a hold of her since this morning, and she just shows up there? Who would have thought? What a twist of fate.
Yeah. A bit too twisted of a twist for my liking.
I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. Does this mean she was the one in the car of Namagaki?
Nah, we don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. Ellipses. William Shatner.
You sound tired, boss. That standoff must have really done a number on you. Come on, let's cheer ourselves to some Mitsumame. That'll put a spring in your step.
Yeah, that sounds good. Some sugar might be just what I need to get my brain working.
Whoa, wait, hold on, boss. Sounds like Patrol's just gotten a message. I'll go check it out.
Sure thing. Well, he seems really happy about all this. Please be good news. Please be good news. That isn't... Oh, it is good news.
Good news, boss. They found Nijima.
No shit. What about the hostage?
I don't know. They just said to come quick.
That doesn't seem good. Oh my god. What? Damn it. Guess what? Well, guess we'll find out when we get there. Like, what? He got his ass whooped. Bro got jumped by Little Mac. Damn. Okay. Well, see, the thing is, it's very possible that she is a curse bearer because we do not have, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we know anything regarding the Taiko of Sugaru. Everything else I think is accounted for. The Whispering Canal, well, I think Yoko has it originally, you know, but like, that we were using it, Shogo was using it in that first run, but I'm assuming Togo has it. Yoko has this. Beckoning Light. You know, hold on. Wasn't there a thing that said, like, who has what? There was like a little thing here, like, yeah, here it is. So we think the Whispering Canals with Yoko. Fool's Procession, Yoko had it, but I guess now Satsumi has it. The Beckoning Light is now with Mayu, which we just found out in the last stream. Hadue has the Haunting Clappers. Satsumi has the Beach. We have no idea with the Sugaru here. So that could be Ayane. Maybe that's what happened with Jackass over here. Satsumi has the Foot Washing Mansion and the Everburning Lantern. Nijima had, well, I guess had the one-sided read. I guess we're going to find out if he still has it on him or not. At 4:28 p.m., Fumishika Nijima, also known as Makoto Ashimiya, was discovered in the former Yasuda Gardens, beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma. The case is being treated as homicide. The deceased's possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem. So he doesn't have the read anymore. The location of the deceased's female hostage remains unclear. Police continue to pursue her as a person of interest. I mean, it's very hard to feel bad for this jackass. I mean, all the shit that he did, so... Take that. The opening song to Tactica is freaking bop as always. I hope you're enjoying that. Alright, let's do this. Having regained control of herself, Yoko rejoins Miyu on their search for the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll so that they can stop the curse. However, they find themselves with scarcely any leads to follow. I know we're supposed to be finding that Record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that, Omanyanji, whatever, Tsuchimakaido to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. Now, I remember one of the Mockingbirds says waiting at an intersection. This seems like an intersection. Mio! Scared me just a little bit. It has to be here, right? I mean, this is an intersection. I'm not hating on her. She just spooked me a little. It's okay. Damn, I'm not seeing a Mockingbird. I really would have thought it would have been around here because, according to the thing, we're actually going to be here. So we have 3 more. It says approach the net. I don't know where the hell that's at. And then we have waiting at the intersection, which I thought would be here, and also revisiting the park at night. So that definitely isn't it. So make sure you looked at my feet. Yeah, did I not do so? Damn it! I know. I was looking down here. How the hell did I miss this? And well, we got it. It's a shoe bill. These things are like real life Muppets, man. Bad Bill. Yeah, these things are weird. If you ever look at a video of a shoe bill, you were joking too. I swear I was looking down, but I guess I wasn't looking down all around, or maybe I went too fast. Well, there you go. The funniest thing is that they're very friendly. So I hear, but they look like Muppets or like animatronics. They're just interesting. At least it's not a shoehorn. Boo. They're what the Loft Wings from Skyward Sword were based on. I still gotta play that game. I actually have it. I just haven't played it yet. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Satsumi have let that Nijima escape and everyone's scrambling to find him? Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. I'll love it. Hopefully. You walked into that the minute you read it. I didn't know. No, you're the one who made that awful joke. Has Mio been doing stuff like this all by herself up until now? It's so dangerous, and there are so many unknowns. It must be so tough for her. No wonder it'd be hard to make friends. Something the matter? Nope. Let's go for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we've managed to get this far. Hey, Mio. You know, yeah? You might not look it, but you got a bold side. A little reckless, even. Huh? You think? I suppose things just not going to plan is just a part of life in this world. No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm the same way. I feel like we get along well together. Maybe that's one reason why. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Hee. Oh, Mio, just adorable. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Susumi checked with, I forgot his name. Oh, right. Apparently he never heard from Nagagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. Yeah, seems like it. Let's see. One of the antagonists is like the most queer-coded villain you ever see in your life. He's just the best. You know, the reason why I'm like really interested in playing Skyward Sword is because isn't it stated to be like the origins or like the beginning of everything related to like the Zelda timeline? Like, and that's a whole nother series that like it doesn't go down the path of like Kingdom Hearts convoluted, you know, story, which even then it's not that hard if you just sit down and like look at it. But with all the branching paths, I guess it can be a little yeah, it's like wait, what is this? An adult timeline and the Toon Hero timeline. I'm like, what? Technically, yeah, it's the origin for the cursed cycle of rebirth. There you go. We won't get anywhere just by waiting around. Let's do the best we can working on our own. Okay. It looks like the only thing we can look into is the soap factory. Or the headquarters, I should say. So this is the Haihaku Soap's headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely to mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person in a company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Well, even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Into the thick of it? Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. Look at that hair flip, though. Oh, she's about to whoop some ass. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh, yeah. There's the Yoko I know. Now, shall we? Yes. All right, let's give this a shot. Excuse us. That didn't work, huh? Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us a cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe our private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out. They seem to be out at the moment. Well, in that case, if Haihaku was no good, I don't know if we have any other options. Huh? What is it? That person coming this way. Oh, God, it's Cillian Murphy. What, the tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yumioka, over here. Hello. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a few messages. I'm kind of curious what the hell what's about. I wouldn't say it's family drama, but it's like friends of the family drama, if you want to say so. Somebody's been lying. Oh boy. Life. It seems like somebody bought they say they bought a guitar for like only 150. Turns out that they lied. According to the evidence, he spent at least $250. So it just, he only took off $100. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Hmm? Oh!
You're, Gamyodo's manager, Mr. Yumioka, yes? Good to see you again.
Miss Kuruzuzu!
What a coincidence, running into you here. Wait, Gamyodo? Yumioka?
He just seems so untrustworthy. That's the drama part of it, twin. It wasn't their own money. That's why it's drama. Yeah, it's just dumb. It's just dumb.
Like he's a little too nervous or just running into an acquaintance. Yeah, see, that's why I couldn't tell. I was like, was he nervous around Mio, or is he like, was it more of an admiration? Like, oh my god, it's Mio. You know him, Mio? Yeah, from a job a while back.
Okay.
He's been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy.
I like to think he's scared of her. That's funnier. He could be. Welcome back, nature.
How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore.
Yes, she has been keeping at it.
Cheating people?
Oh, what's going on, buddy? Miss Kuruzuzu, I'm so glad to see you are doing well. I assure you we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. Uh-huh. Alright, what's going on?
You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back, a family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying that they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Sugin Gamyodo suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately.
Sounds like a cover for a burglary.
Well, after they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent him away. He acted as Gamyodo's manager during the case. That is pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her there's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamyodo didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she was one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. But essentially, she's one of those fraudulent psychics that are so common nowadays.
Yeah, that you see like on late night, television or maybe like cable. Dear God, man. I like honestly, I'm assuming for many people this comes to mind, but Miss Cleo is the one that always comes to mind when you talk about a psychic. And I hate saying like, oh my God, all psychics are fake, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm sure there's things in this world that we simply don't know. Maybe there are things that certain people have inclinations of. But Miss Cleo, that seemed more kind of like a scam, unfortunately. But, yeah. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my...
Oh, before you go... Gamyodo seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something.
And what might that be?
Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of the Omenyoji named Simon Tsuchimakaido?
I beg your pardon. Miss Kuruzuzu, how do you...
So you do know about it?
I see. If that's what you're after, then that means...
Hold it!
Hold it! It's Mia.
Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Huh?
Oh, there, she saved them. Yay. Thankfully, the only Cleo you're aware of is Cleo of the zombie variety. Oh, did you guys not know about Miss Cleo? Huh. I thought she was like a worldwide thing, but maybe just here in the States. He looks so dead inside. Yes, he does. If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again.
What? Maya Shozawa, what are you doing here?
Huh? Shozawa.
Well, this investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. I love it. Look, so at this point, Yoko and Mio don't know who he is, so it just says investigator. I like that. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Aihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Aihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved.
Huh? You work for Aihaku?
What's going on?
Shit.
There's really no way you can refuse, though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us?
Oh, sure.
Zombie Cleo is a very cool and very bisexual, extremely sarcastic. Okay. Yeah, Miss Cleo, yeah, she's some kind of psychic, yep. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and waiting answers from you? You better just give in and come clean of everything you know. Ugh. Alright, so... everybody here. Well, most people. I don't know if there's going to be a Mockingbird here. One of them says, like, revisiting a park at night. So it's not night yet. And the other one says waiting at the net or something. Or something at a net. This doesn't seem like we're going to find anything here. The client. She was only introduced as the investigator's client. She's cool. It feels like we would have we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her. Excuse me, are you new to all of this too? Oh, I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure to not get in the way, shall we? Right. But Mio is amazing too, keeping her cool at a time like this. She must be used to dealing with adults by now. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamyoto was a connected of Aihaku. So I'd just like to ask, what is it Miss Yamimori from Aihaku who obtained a record of fates and passed it on to Arashi? Wait, was it her that did that?
No, that was not the case.
Oh, my mistake. Was it Gamyoto's doing then?
No, it was not. We first learned of the record of fates from Mr. Arashi. It was then Miss Yamimori gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings.
Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the curse of the Seven Mysteries?
I give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Arashi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night. That's all.
Hey, there's no way that's true, and stop lying!
I must ask you to please refrain from violence.
Hold on, Yoko. It's alright.
Gonna get his ass whooped by a schoolgirl.
The minute I learned that Gamyoto was none other than the Queen of Aihaku herself, I felt that that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha.
While it is somewhat shameful, if you require proof, then so be it.
What, so that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air?
I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yoko here has more than her.
I do?
Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering for quite some time. The person who died here must have had a considerably powerful spirit sense.
Shogo?
If they were a Haihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things.
My, to think Shogo was so talented.
At any rate, Haihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that.
Alright. That is interesting, though.
And you know about the Record of Fates Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection and the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well.
That's right. The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs.
I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Tsuchima Kaido's descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information from Gemyoto's connections?
I can't reveal that.
Why not? Okay, so he's going to keep his mouth shut. That's fantastic.
We were introduced briefly earlier, but this flashy-looking guy has a private eye. I thought they were only like that in TV shows, but I guess they're pretty intense in real life, too. Now then, I've come to hand over to Haunting Clapper's Curse Stone like I promised. A Curse Stone?
Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you are a man of your word.
But first, I've got some questions about the Curse Stones you already have.
What exactly do you want to know?
Well, earlier you said that Haihaku had collected 6 Curse Stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to.
And why would you need to know that?
Because I don't trust, of course. If you really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which Curse Stones they are, right?
Shit.
It's kind of like he looked into the camera and he's like, this isn't going my way. So now he's going to keep making things up.
First, the Whispering Canal.
Good. And what else?
Maya Shozawa over there has the beckoning light.
Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue.
Next, there's the Ever-Burning Lantern, which we gave to Hideki Arashi.
So you consider that one of Haihaku's then? Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others?
Well, the others are... the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What?
And lastly,
he shouldn't have said that.
the Fool's Procession, if I recall.
So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? Well, that's wrong. Those 3 are with the Inspector Tsutsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal.
Ugh. Shit.
If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my Curse Stone like I promised.
Ugh.
Meaning, the only Curse Stone you have is the Whispering Canal. Does he, though? What about Yoko? Well, maybe he has it. We'll see. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man at Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act. And to your own employee, no less.
No. There you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single Curse Stone.
Then why the hell did you overshoot and say 6? Go with 2. 3 at the most, not 6. What?
We planned to collect the soul drugs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder ourselves is way too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul drugs for us.
Is that so?
Therefore, I myself have no soul drugs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses.
What?
It is possible Shogo came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead.
I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe a Haku employee was cursed by complete coincidence?
That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, or nor where it may be.
Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Haku who put the idea in Fumishika Nijima's head to get a cursed stone either?
Nijima. The only ones we know negotiated with were Iwai and Arashi.
Interesting. Excuse me, but doesn't that mean you don't know the location of the remaining cursed stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko Sugaru? Ah, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle.
I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough about cursed stones? I have nothing left to tell you.
I just don't know. Still can't do that. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with one in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment. Why is that? Oh, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell you both. I'll tell both you and our friend from Haihaku over here. There. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet, but it seems like curse stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh?
What?
Wait. I actually tested it out with the madam here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the curse stones appeared with the curse bearers on their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tsutsumi has collected curse stones from the other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tsutsumi must be a curse bearer himself. Ah. So from what you're saying, curse stones can be only transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse? Exactly. So they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Haihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there's a curse bearer among them.
Ugh! That damn Arashi. How could he not know this?
That must be why I sensed that I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier.
That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. Could you say something else, dude? I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tsutsumi later.
If you know Inspector Tsutsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you.
If Shogo was still alive, yeah. Hindsight's a bitch, indeed. She's Mayu Shozawa, the fiancé of Hajime Yoshimi, the police officer. I'll have to talk to her about Hitomi later. I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the one who killed Hajime Yoshimi?
No, we did not.
Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who?
That much I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Shozawa.
And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh?
Indeed. Though I never thought you would escape.
Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now?
But
Fine. I'll let someone else ask you something for now. He's clearly shaken by all this. It feels like he's desperately raking his brain for a way to get out of this. It's almost hard to watch.
uh,
Yeah, he's really not doing so hot there.
Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamyoto is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense?
fine. I understand. From the results of our independent research, I find that Tsushima Kaido's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi.
Yeah, that's not really a big reveal. We kind of knew that already from going through Mayu's path.
What? So that's why you went after Hajime?
Oh, that wasn't a question, it was a statement.
However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole.
A fragment? That's right. He did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript.
The location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation.
Talismans? I see.
Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well.
So that's why you questioned me about the things that he'd inherited. That girl Hajime has been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Mishio's talisman.
Yes. Michio Shirashi was also likely a descendant of Tsushima Kaido.
What?
The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Shizowa's memories. However,
Michio Shirashi was already dead.
Yes. By coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Iwai, so we began our investigation there.
But he was already dead, too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans, yep, we'll know the location of the record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow. Sometimes the answer's right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find.
And we know where one of them is. We know it's with, what's her name again? Is it Hitomi? Like the tough girl? Yeah, Hitomi, she has it because Hajime gave it to her in case something happened to him. So, but as of now, we still don't know where hers is at. Although more than likely, if we were to believe that, Nagasaki, dear God, not Nagasaki, my apologies, Namagaki, was with Ayame the night that they accidentally killed, Mishiro, or, what's her name again? Yeah, Mishiro, then maybe Ayame has it. I'm thinking. We'll see, though. Can't believe they both died. It's pouring rain. Or it's pouring over strong winds. Yeah. I should be thankful the weather is pretty... It's sunny here, but it is chilly. I guess we just talk with Mio again. Yep.
Yoko, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Oh, right. No need for Yumioka to know. That was a close one. I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with all our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here.
but the information you have...
The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram! Ugh. That's all our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell.
Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone.
Oh, don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Tsutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka. Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be free from this troublesome curse ourselves. Bye. Bro's bullied hard with nothing to gain.
That lady and the investigator.
We should keep an eye on them.
Agreed.
Really? Why?
I think they're up to something.
Just my intuition, but still.
Yeah. I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all this. If his goal is getting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad.
Oh, right. I got one of those curse stones too. The beckoning light.
Oh, right. If you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tsutsumi without using it?
Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. Now hers is just a friggin' like awesome. It's like basically a reverse Uno card, like we mentioned in the last stream. Wait, I just remembered. I have something important to tell you. Whoa! What's with all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman?
Yes, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help.
That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after the talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi or F for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So, you two need the talisman for something? Yeah! Personally, I like to use the talisman as bait. Then I can get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime.
Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us.
Yeah, we'll catch them, don't you worry. Well, look at that. You got the look in your eyes. That look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime, you hear?
We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself.
If punches work on them, I'll give them a good one. Now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two. Violence! Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and then get the talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman that you need?
Right, but we got a pretty good idea of where that one Mashio had is.
We'll have to check with Inspector Sumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there.
Perfect.
Alright, more stuff open up, including last resort. Preparing for battle. Oh no. Which one do I choose? I could just continue this considering, we just finished that. So, yeah, I got the Mockingbird. I'm only missing 2 of them so far now. The one about the net. Yeah, approach the net, and then also revisiting the park at night. So I think we're okay still. I think I might just do preparing for battle first here. He did have to remind me to look down, which I will say I was looking down already, but I wasn't looking down in the appropriate area. So, but it worked. Together with why can't I say this? Together with Yoshimi's fiance Mayu, Yoko and Mia report all they've learned so far to Sutsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they can see their final objective at long last. Hi, boys. Hi, boys. I have a little audience here besides you guys now. You guys smell like outside. Let's see. Mr. Sutsumi, this is Mayu Shozawa.
Ah, so you're the one. Smart Police was looking for you. Glad to see that you're all right.
Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Haku's hands, I got myself into some deep crap. Does he need to right now? Well, I'll take him in a little bit. What time is it now? I'm gonna take out Rolly in... I think we can do it after this segment. Alright. I said that already.
Haku seems like they're still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act, once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap?
Oh my god, Sutsumi. Wow. No. Boo. Nice one, boss. You're really on top of your game today. Shut up, Edio.
Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything.
At least he's, self-aware. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be Detective Edio. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Alright. Take a look around. They've all but finished investigating the crime scene, and the police have mostly left. But they're letting us use the school as our base of our communications as per Inspector Satsumi's request. Okay. Making sure there's like nothing on the ground. So the ones we have left are is approach the net and revisiting the park. So, I mean, I do see goal nets. I don't know if that's exactly what they mean. I don't really see anything else though. And nothing's really changing either. Well, if that's the case, then I may just continue. Or I may just talk to people. Oh crap, yeah, that's right, I can zoom. So in that case... I've barely used the zoom function. I know they were talking about a net somewhere. They made it seem like it was like, I thought it was on a roof or something. mean, approach the net. Like, zoom in, I assume. Well, let me ask you this before I ask for any help. Like, absolutely certain there's a mockingbird right here? Like, on the scene somewhere? Okay, there is. Okay. So, approach the net. I can't zoom in during a cutscene like that, so... Man, the only nets I can see here are like the goal nets. All right, nature. You think you saw it? Damn. Hold on, that means that... How the hell am I missing it then? I don't know, everything just looks super pixelated. What are you guys looking at? Like, I am not seeing anything. Like, I am approaching the net. Nothing's happening. If it's on my left, it's yellow with black? What? Where are you guys seeing this? Alright, let me ask. Is it on this... Look at the fence. What fence? This? Oh. That's a shitty one. That's really crappy. Like, that one blends in too hard. Like that, and it's such a weird angle too. And I was looking around this area, I'm like, I thought they were mentioning a net. Is this considered a net per se? Wow, yeah, this one, that's a terrible one to find. It's Peekaboo. Aw. Alright, so we have one more mockingbird, and that's something to do with revisiting the park at night. So we'll definitely keep an eye out, but dear God, what a rough one that was. You had to use your Bakugan to see that? Alright, so let's start talking to people. Detective Ariel was nice enough to get us something to drink earlier. Seeing a detective take time for little things like that helps put my mind at ease a little. Come to think of it, did old man Ashiyama end up getting away? Well, so word's already out, huh? He was cornered but managed to take a hostage and escape. That's what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So that's all they're reporting. Well, here's what really happened. He got his ass whooped. He was killed? And the hostage was Susumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown? Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it.
Damn it! The hell do you expect? No one could have seen that one coming.
So there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining a search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect? But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Nijima and fled the scene? Well, it's just a possibility.
Ugh, If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Nijima was killed by a curse stone.
What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows would be starting to return.
Yeah, which makes it likely that a curse was used to kill him.
Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a sec.
But that would mean the inspector's daughter's probably a curse bearer, right?
Huh? Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age.
Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have the Taiko Sugado if that's the case.
Did we? My memory started being a little hazy.
You got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? They're family. Why wouldn't they? Well, okay, hold on. I understand there's some family out there, some family dynamics are not strong at all. I get that. But I guess to me, I default to like, of course, you know, they'll love each other.
Grr. It just hits a little too close to home now.
But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search. One more thing. There's a very good chance that his daughter has Mishio Shirashi's talisman.
All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck.
What the hell has she gotten herself into?
I bet he's making jokes and stuff at a time like this because he doesn't want to stress us out. I wonder if he's able to stay so calm because of experience, or if he's just that kind of person.
I heard you had a cursed stone too.
Yeah, I should give it to you then. Those things really are a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas.
So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back.
Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway.
What the?
What's wrong?
Damn. The trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it'd give me weird ideas. See what I mean now?
How's it work?
I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now.
Now, hold on a minute, guys. What the hell's going on? Alright, sorry, there's just a bunch of conversations going on. Okay.
Right. Mr. Satsumi, does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now?
Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can.
You had 2 row alerts of bad weather in succession? Oh, jeez. Hopefully the weather lets up a little bit over there for you, Nature.
Let's see. I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed with which Nijima had.
Yeah, damn shame.
After that, you said earlier that the Taiko Sugado might be with your daughter, Inspector?
Well, let's just set that one aside for now. So, we can assume that curse bearers are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon.
Maya rushed to Hitomi's place and back for us. She's been trying to appear calm, but I'm sure she must still be in shock.
Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi?
Yeah, I met her at the spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Alright, that's one of them. Let's see. Here, this is what you've been looking for, right?
Yay!
So that's Yang, and the other one's probably going to be Yin.
Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Satsumi, about this.
Right. You should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as it is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together.
Understood. I'll see what I can do.
Do you know where the other talisman is?
Yes. Probably.
This is Hajme's last job. Finish it for him, okay?
We will.
I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited that talisman before him are already all gone.
That is sad.
I'm not sure why, but I feel fired up. It feels like we're close to the moment of truth. I think Mio feels the same.
Oh, Mr. Satsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nagagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me.
So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Brings a tear to my eye. So, what'd they say?
Right. Well, about the Omionji woman who was in Edo at the time of the Honji incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person's scene of resentful memory for the foot-washing mansion.
Huh. So she must be the one who fought with Simon over the right.
And they found that her name was Ashino.
Now remember, there is that other theory we had going on here. The whole Rite of Resurrection apparently did, or the black magic did work for Najima to get back his lover. And we're thinking that it's Yoko. Because we're trying to piece together everyone that we've seen so far. And the two people we have not seen at all, like in a very long time, was Shogo, who is apparently dead, and Yoko. Like, she's just gone. Like we have not seen her since we started, like, after the prologue. So it seems likely that she is the baby. She is a reincarnation of this Shino or Ashino person. But we'll see.
Ashino, huh? What else?
That's all.
That's not much help.
Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Omononji. She died bearing a similarly powerful resentment.
She straight up dipped out of the story. Yeah, she did.
It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries.
A vengeful spirit?
If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that spirit awakened and possessed them.
Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them.
Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I definitely appreciate it. Excuse me. I went to take out one of the dogs because the other one already just went out. But yeah, I went to go take Rolly out because Benji just went out, like literally like a few minutes before. I come back in the house and like Benji's jumping up on me and he's excited. I'm like, what the hell? Didn't you just go out? So yeah, maybe he got jealous. So I took him out again too. So yay! Sorry about. I dipped out of story just like Yoko, whatever her name was. Okay, so I don't know. I was literally in the middle talking here. They're saying it could be a vengeful spirit. Closely aligned her, there's possible spirit awaken and possess them. You mentioned before spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality.
Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the parts of her that would have the strongest influence.
Since Simon's descendants are still around in the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence looking into abnormal phenomenon or things like that.
Oh, the Feast of Shadows.
There it is, our abnormal phenomenon.
Mio, what do you mean? The person who initiated the curse this time, who would have been calling the mastermind, who we've been calling mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Omyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Simon. Do we have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Mashio had fused with your consciousness, Yoko. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I can notice them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh, I'm sorry. My skills still need a lot of work, and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. Thanks. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Omyoji Ashino. I see. Which I still think it goes down to Yoko, but we'll see. Is this mastermind also the ones who killed Hajime trying to get a record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Yes, I think that's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them no matter what.
Now, is that everything we needed to chat about? If we don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search.
There actually is one thing.
Oh? What's that?
Just completely hypothetical. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. It seems like she was after the talismans.
Sorry, don't really understand what you mean.
Boss, come on. We gotta look at the facts here. But that would mean Inspector Satsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal.
Don't believe I've heard anything about being related to some Ominoji, whatever.
Oh.
But, well, if you put it like that, her being the mastermind, it's possible.
Really?
I say possible, but I mean unlikely is what I want to think. Damn it. I don't even want to imagine it.
Boss, if we're going to consider it... Sorry about that. If we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it.
No, it's not that. There's something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her.
She's adopted. I caught it a second before they mentioned it.
The truth is, she's not my real daughter.
What?
20 years ago. Well, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was just a baby.
So is she the... Yeah, she... Wait, I kept thinking it was Yoko. Maybe it's Ayane that's the reincarnation of Ashino. Do you know anything about her birth parents?
You could say I do, I guess. But really, I don't know anything.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it.
Elio, you heard what I said, didn't you?
Just now? About 20 years ago? Huh? No! Boss, that can't be! Nijima's...
That's right. When we arrested Fumishika Nijima, there was a baby at this house at the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Satsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now.
Oh my god, what?
Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for the circumstances she came from.
But boss, according to Nijima, that baby, it's his former lover reincarnated using black magic. What?
Personally, I think the story is bullshit.
According to Nijima, the melodrama is palpable. My goodness. It's hard to believe from Nijima's behavior, but could it really be true?
I got a few doubts. We have no question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There are no records of her, and no body was ever found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. Even if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic.
I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe.
It's the music that's really adding onto this. It really is. You missed my reaction? It's okay. Like, I wasn't, like, fully blown, but I'm still kind of curious because I still don't know what the hell's going on with Yoko. We'll see, though. We'll keep going.
Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he's deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work.
That's my thinking, too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could just be a descendant of Ashino.
Huh. Well, nothing else. Their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that is true for a moment, Ayame getting taken away by Nijima and then killing him. Well, that would mean that she killed her own father.
Calm down, this is all just conjecture. But now that Nijima's dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that.
I understand.
All right, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clean up all of this.
Yes, sir.
The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I appreciate it if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, please call police.
We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to go head back to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Who's going to say, you're not the father, and breakdance on stage? Oh, we finished Yoko's branch for Chapter 2. Okay. Dear God, yeah, watching those old episodes of Mori was just something, man. And all the memes that came out of it. Like, you know that Mori had, like, he had to get off from it. Like, he's like, yes, the truth is coming out. It's something. Alright, last resort. This is what I'm a little worried about here with Harue. Harue and Richter rescue Mayu, and interrogate her along with Takumi Yumioka. Yet they failed to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decide to return to Harue's home when
we received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. They whooped his ass. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Notice I can't investigate the phone or the fax machine anymore. Actually, I can't investigate anything. Oh, this son of a bitch! It happened again.
It happened again. I I went too fast. I totally forgot they said, like, they're going to give her information so that she may be there. Damn you, game. He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. Anyways, I should ask her about her side of the story. I wonder what her intentions are. How is she able to act like nothing happened? Is it just how girls are these days? Well, it's just like I said, right? Her presence here always startles the people playing the scene. Yeah, because what threw me off is like, wait a minute, I can't investigate anything. And, I'm just assuming it's going to be the same thing. It's just us two. And then, bloop. Excuse me. The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nijima with your own curse stone, huh? Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. That's not good. You're a curse bearer? So you're a curse bearer of a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taigo Sugaru, which we kind of figured. Then why go after other person's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, Don't you think so too? What? I don't know if it matters. Yeah, you're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Although I don't know if that's what she truly believes, but still. Right? It's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. Yeah, the world is just a bunch of pansies. Nobody wants to kill each other. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters in my own hands. I heard Namagaki, that young man you were with, use his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Ugh, creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. Ah, there it is. Cops. Betcha know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just because they know a couple cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't even introduced myself yet. No, thank you. You just come off as a bitch. I don't know. Pharaoh has been dropping many bodies on the first stream. Oh yeah, we were definitely on a spree. Absolutely. So, what were we talking about again? Oh right, Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse. And even then, he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted done right, That's what my last resort is, collecting soul drugs on my own. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? Are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Doozy, please. Please give a fake name. Please don't give her your real information. You're dumb. Oh, you're going to backstory as well? Oh. We just heard that she has a grudge against police, and you're saying, hey, my family's in police. Well, I'm Haruo Shigima, and this is my house.
My father and husband are both of the police. Is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh? Well, I'm glad then.
And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator.
Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Oh.
Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me.
Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really, it's just that he keeps looking this way. Yeah, you know... Hold on a minute. Hold on really quick. I don't know. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father, not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I'm already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today, but still refused to help me.
You met him today?
Yes, today. Remember that Chief Satsumi who was chasing Nijima? Well, that's him, my dad.
What? You're his daughter?
Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title.
Huh. You know, I heard something about that Nijima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Satsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter.
Wait, really?
And I heard the police have been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were stalking out your place, too.
Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Wait, hold on a minute. Does that mean that Nijima was specifically after my life today?
That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed. Or rather, managed to turn the tables on him.
Oh, well, that means legally speaking, it was self-defense. Well, that truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is. To cause her own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one who needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? Oh, how awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, well, now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. So, when you were taken hostage by Nijima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now, and yep, it seems I activated it.
Wait, what? You're using it now?
It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly.
Oh, I don't like this. What is this?
but I think I could get it to work once more. Oh, that's so. Sure is, so I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Damn it, what is up with her? She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. The voice volume just to be safe. Well, I want to see how things play out, and if something is wrong, we'll go ahead and do that later. What should I do? Should I keep talking? Keep her talking? Oh. Does it even matter what I choose here? No. Instead about talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? I don't think anything here is going to matter. I'll just keep quiet. Ah! There we go. I'm dead. And that's him. Wait a minute, no. Who is that? Is that the Tsuchima Kaido dude? I thought that was a beckoning light. Huh? Oh. Ma'am! Damn, did she feel the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Oh, Jesus, is he... Oh, did he get, like, nailed to something? Jeez, why did you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you if you weren't a curse bearer. Ah, I'm getting beat. No, stop! Too bad. She's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse down. Whoa! Huh. All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire? Ooh, that was a close one. So that means that she has something on her. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So what'll it be? I still don't know how your curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employer's already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know. Oh, what a surprise! This is when you decide to suddenly choose a side of righteousness. She was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. So if I had to make an assumption, I think she kind of mentioned it herself. I think it's a matter of, like, lying about being a curse bearer. So maybe I have to reply to yes. Upon killing Harue Shigema, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul drugs for the rite of resurrection. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, for when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. And then she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumushika Nijima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed. Yep, we already know this. Kills by dismemberment once ones whose face, address, name, occupation, and location are all known by a curse bearer. Many of them are random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among them was Satsuo Satsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for her soul dregs. Satsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various addresses, registers, and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed.
The strange deaths shook society to its core. Wow. This lady, though. I knew I didn't like her for, like, the very beginning for a reason, and here you go. She is just that cold and heartless. Now, we could go through the theory that she is currently being possessed, and maybe she's not really, really like that, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. So, I want to take a look at those questions again. Because, like, you have a point there, Peter. You know, maybe, like, she said, oh, that was a close one. But then also, like, maybe we just don't lie to her as well. Let's just see what happens. Let's figure it out. But all things must come to an end, and so, in time, the killings stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hakusai, she quickly made her own mark on history, because that's apparently all she had wanted, maybe. Ending 4, Ayame's aspiration. Wait, 4? Oh crap, was there 3 and I missed it? Like, because, let's see. Where was 1? This was 1, The Grudge. And then Nijima's Reminiscence, that was 2. Or maybe we just didn't get 3 yet. Sorry, I have to go through this. Or maybe I should have done the whole curse bearer thing. I thought that was gonna be way too. I thought it was gonna be too far. It's okay. Thankfully, we can easily just skip all this. So she has a which curse stone? What are your conditions? Do you have a light on you? Beg for forgiveness. Where are haunted clappers? What is your family like? So, what I did, I picked this one, and that's what got me. But then I didn't say anything about having a curse, and I think that's what killed me. Nature, what you're saying here is to get another ending. Ask her anything except the light one. Didn't I already? Well, I guess we'll beg for forgiveness. Now see that. It's going to be the same thing. I assume if I say yes, like, I won't get killed? So if I say no, what... Say... Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, same thing if I say no. Okay. Well, wait. Yeah, any incomplete chapters must restart from the beginning. Is this... Oh, man. Well, let's try it out. Let's see. Damn it. Okay. No, here it is. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So, I guess we'll just say yes. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah. Around last night, it was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul drugs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get soul drugs when you killed Nijima? Of course. His curse stone already contains some soul drugs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul drugs across several stones. Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am. So you're saying you're paying attention to the set of questions that will appear. So I guess these are questions. So we got father, tobacco, Nijima, her desire, negotiate. I imagine this could go back to the whole thing with smoking, lighting, like maybe don't pick tobacco. It doesn't matter. Ooh. I could use a curse. I mean, it's, I could. It's been a while. Why not? Huh? Man, please, think this through. Oh, Jesus. Wait. Oh, no. Something doesn't seem right. Ma'am. Why? It was the only way. Richter. Could we settle any outstanding tabs now? Yeah. Sure. Jesus. Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course. What is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Samina River and resurrected her dead child? What are you on about? Mm-hmm. The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Samina River, so then she built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead. Or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play now. Interesting. And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about? And there you go. So, I mean, we know that she has some form of fire on her, whether it be a lighter or something. I don't know. But that's how we were able to kill her. Did I ask her the questions? I don't think so. I just kind of did whatever I needed to get the third ending here from what you guys are telling me. Well, let's figure it out now. Like, I won't use the curse, but I am curious what happens if I do, you know, do you have a light, talk about tobacco? I want to see what happens. Because it seems like I got the other endings, per se, so, yeah, like, I was talking about the father, but, like, literally, I didn't even bother going through it. I'm like, use curse, okay. So, let's see what happens, though. Like, this time I won't curse her, and I'll go down the line and ask her what's what. Do you want to skip the performance? That's interesting. Because, like, this is all, like, a story being told by the storyteller, right? The idea that says, do you want to skip the performance is interesting. I have a cursed trigger finger. Hey, man, it's been some time. I had to feed into my, the urge. Never mind. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine. Say hello. Oh, he has a bird, right? That's it. Good girl. Oh, that boy over there? Oh, that must be... Hey, kid. I'm a private eye. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up, too? That's great. So much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, I'm a Mori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? So, ending 3, Harue's legacy. So did it actually work? And they need his services again? That seems kind of interesting. Reach Harue Shigama's ending. Okay. Well, we're still not done. Let's resume. So it says start after Ayame admits to being a curse bearer, start after Harue admits to being a curse bearer. Let's go with Ayame. And what happens if I do have a light on you? So that's not going to change. So that's fine. We'll just go here. So we will not use the curse. We'll just go down the line and ask her some stuff. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Huh. Well, that's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted. Well, I got curious and I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it. Oh, maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have comforted the woman he hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be? After being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. It's hard to take this scene seriously when the curse button's right there, like just beckoning for me to use. But knowing it all, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry it up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry. You're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Ah, well, I may have said too much. To think I spilled all that while I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be that what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows, How did you kill Fumashika Nijima?
I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. That's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world's full of trash men, I tell you. I agree.
Don't be looking at me when you say that.
In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nijima's mass murder schemes. Well, about that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? Oh, how silly of me. I let that slip. Teehee. What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying that you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me. Someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But, aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. And don't make me light your ass like I did, a couple minutes ago. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent are something else. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of that. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Hayaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait until I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. No. The answer's no. The curse stone in your possession. I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? That there's no room left for negotiation here. You're right. There's not.
Man, I'm telling you, this is where the curse would be perfect right now. I mean, if you can get rich, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little.
Dun dun dun.
Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display.